it's the 1 year anniversary of us being here.
Yeah.
As a veteran, what does that mean to you?
This is something that the Mighty Hawk always wanted, was a venue like this. Just so you can, it's a more professional sort of thing and everything. Like, you like the little shows that we used to do, but he always wanted something on this scale to compete with the other ones that are around. So, but it just means so much for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up watching it at William Duncan.
Yeah.
And I remember just on my phone seeing the news, and I was like, what? I finally got here like a year later.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. It felt like a huge culture shock.
Yeah.
And what was it like training back in the start of IPW?
Oh, back in the day in the sweatshop, when I started, I was 38. So I'm 62, I'm 63 now, so it's a little while ago. We just had like gym mats, and we used to just have lots of ropes set up, nothing on the floor bar the mats, and we just to practice a bit of rope work. But it was hard training, really hard training, because Hawk was trained by the King Curtis, so he passed a lot of that old school knowledge down to us. So that's why a lot of our older guys have got that old school training. Not to say that this day and age training's different, but things have to change eventually to a certain extent. But just that old school stuff means a lot. We had a lot of camaraderie back in there. So.
Do you have any stories from that era?
Oh, lots of stories, man.
That's okay for YouTube. I might add.
Good addition. When I got inducted into the Hall of Fame, IPW Hall of Fame, there was one match I had against Sweetass, and I mentioned it on that night. Was I was wrestling Sweetass, and I had his son cheering for me, and that just meant a lot. But like, when we did the basketball stadium in Southport, we used to do junkyard bashes where we had cars around the ring, just that sort of stuff. And it was hard stuff. I try to stay away from glass, but just putting your body through that stuff. Like, Sweetass has been hospitalised a couple of times, and he did a flaming coffin match once, and he busted himself open a couple
with
of times.
With Flashman?
Oh, with Flashman? Yeah. Flashman, well... He's a bigger than life person. I love that guy. I wish I'd seen him more, but it's just too far apart. But he puts so much into what he does, and does it so well for someone his size. It doesn't take away from what he does because of his size. He's bigger than life. He's I don't know.
There's like personality.
Yeah, personality. But he's a decent bloke as well.
Yeah, when you see him, you know who he is.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, so, I love that dude. Yeah.
He was so nice to me. Like, literally, we could talk about wrestling for hours. Like, I grew up watching him, and I remember just being a kid, and I always rooted for Flashman. Yeah. And I never got to see the card, because I didn't know you could pick up pamphlets, and I couldn't read. And so I would just go crazy when it came out.
Yeah. Same as like EC Diamond. He used to come when he was little to watch me wrestle and everything, and he's come a long way now. So to see a lot of these young people that used to come to the shows actually took up wrestling and gone heaps further than I ever did. So, yeah.
What's your favourite wrestling move to perform in the ring?
I like do my finisher, which is the Jackaroo jackhammer, which is the rock bottom. Also, I don't mind the sideboard slams. I do the basic old school. I just pull out an abdominal stretch, like Great Mario Milano, every now and then. But, I still like me finish. Yeah.
I remember being at Santa Rumble. I think I saw you wrestle. Yeah, it was just you in the corner, and me and my friends just ran over you doing a stampede.
Yeah.
There's all 6 of us.
Yeah.
It was a slow one because we were talking to Chad Atlas, and just 2, 4, 6.
Yeah, that's it. Now I've got some weird stuff in my career. At that Southport basketball stadium, we did our fans bring the weapons, and they had keyboards and ironing boards and everything like that, and there's untrained professionals outside the ring. It's against Sweetass. Everything that's bad happened to me because of Sweetass. He threw me out, and they're into me. They're kicking you on the floor, and they're not trained wrestlers, and they were just going for it like it was.
Really?
So and then he'd come and get me and throw me back in the ring.
So wait, the fans got in?
Yeah, it was a group called the Cell. There was a group of guys called the Cell who were just wrestling. Some of them became wrestlers.
Yeah.
and they used to just ridiculously follow all wrestling, and they used to come to our shows. So a few of them have gone on to be wrestlers.
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember me and my friends always thought about jumping the Un-Australians, but no, because we brought up, we were thinking about, but we didn't have money. We wanted to bring an Australian flag to one of the shows and just wave it around.
Yeah.
And in our front yards, we used to pretend to be the wrestlers.
Oh, yeah.
And we would always be versing the Un-Australians every time.
Yeah. You got to have that sort of group to have that interaction with or something. So, yeah.
And one advice you have for future talents, what would that be?
Give it a go. I grew up watching the old school WCW wrestling, and I thought I would never ever get a chance to do it. And Hawk gave me that chance at like a 38-year-old man. I didn't think it was happening here on the coast, and then it was right around the corner from where I was living, and it just turned into the greatest thing. Hawk and I became good mates. We even worked together there for a while, and I was involved with the wrestling on and off, same as Sweetass. It's just get in and have a go. You know, there's so much bad shit out in the world today. You got to find.
Not the first.
Yeah, no, that's all right. You got to find that thing. If you've got a passion for it, like Tony Storm, she come to us as 13, 14-year-old. I taught her basic bumps. That's all I really had to do. But look at where she's gone with what she's done. She had the hunger and drive to go all travel around and do what she wanted to do to get where she is now. Yeah. And hats off to her. You know, she's done well.
You got some really good female talents that have come from IPW. Tony Storm, Dakota Kai was here at some point. Yeah.
And we have Eugenie now. Eugenie, she can mess it up with any of the best in the world. Yeah.
And what was your favourite look you've ever had?
Favourite?
Like in ring look, like gear.
Oh, gear. My stuff's always pretty much the same. It's like a blue singlet with a cut-off sleeve, flanny, and jeans, and a hat. This is not the original Jackaroo hat. It got destroyed.
By Sweet Assassin?
Hey, no time. But I'd never really changed my stuff. I did have when Jethro and I became tag champions, I had a outfit made. It was lycra. It was like it had the Aussie flag on the front and the back, and it was in the Aussie colours. And I used to wear that out most of the time after we become tags. Then I went back to the jeans and normal look. Yeah.
I remember making that in 2K. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, the game.
And 2K19 you're in.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Any wrestlers we should keep an eye on?
Oh, there's a couple of new up-and-comers. Well, one who's already going pretty well is that young Carl Parker who comes and visit us every now and then from overseas. Like I said, we have EC Diamond, Zeke and Dino. Those guys have travelled and been trained by different people overseas, like Roman Reigns, and they've gone to Japan and wrestled. So, that sort of experience. So, yeah, especially those two guys have got a step to go, to be world famous, So, but we have the new talent. Because the training's so far away, I don't get to see too much of new talent until we get to a show. So I don't know a lot of the younger ones. But like I said, EC Diamond, Zeke and Dino, they're two ones to watch in the world.
And are you excited for any of the matches? Like you got RIP versus...
Single one of them tonight. I've never seen such a stacked card as it is tonight. And have that Fatal 4-Way as a first match. Oh my God, hell's going to break loose here tonight.
Yeah, I was excited. You got WrestleMania, then this, and what am I meant to do next week?
Yeah.
What am I meant to do?
Yeah, I don't know. Go shopping with your mum. I don't know. The excitement levels just peaked. You won't get much more after this now. Yeah. Till next show, of course.
Yeah, it's amazing going backstage too. And I love when I get to go to IPW because I'm 6 hours away.
Oh, are you? Yeah, I'm nearly 3.
4 hours away from any show.
All right. Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I need wrestling. If IPW ever considers traveling, please Bundaberg.
All right. I love Bundaberg because I love their rum.
And their soft drinks are awesome. I like Glava.
Yeah.
So I'm not ready for the rum.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about your age. You're more mature than what you look.
Yeah, I turn 18 in June.
Oh, right.
So I'll try it.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah. And thank you to doing the interview. I'm guessing you're going. Who are you rooting for, RIP or JCAs?
Oh, it'd have to be RIP because me and Jace have had some battles. He was hardcore champion for a while, same as me. So we go back to that era. He's just pushed the wrong button. That whole Toa thing upset a lot of people, and they were coming to me to try and sort it out. So I approached RIP. That's how the match ended up tonight. So,
one last question, actually. What was it like winning the hardcore championship?
It's not like these days where they use thumbtacks and fluoro tubes. It was more hard wrestling tables and chairs. I actually stopped because I've got lesions on my brain from too many chair shots in the head. I'm surprised Scorn's still wrestling because he used to break surfboards on his head when they had beach ride.
And the tags, I remember when the wrestlers were out getting signatures, I remember going up to one and he's like taking out his tags.
Yeah.
And it's like this 12-year-old coming over. Why are you taking tags out of your back? Can you sign this?
Yeah. No. Tax and barbed wire, I reffed the match between Hawk and Poison, and they had barbed wire wrapped around two of the top ropes, and Hawk come out with barbed wire around him. I ended up stopping the match because Poison's kids ran out crying because they were it was blood everywhere and it was just too harsh. So I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. Back then was hardcore. Yeah. Nowadays you got megastars like CJ, Zeke, EC Diamond.
CJ's not even watch. I forgot about CJ. He's been getting around a bit. Rounds and everything like that, so he's going to make a name for himself as well.
Yeah, I remember my friends, we used to argue who was the best, and I normally rooted CJ or Bojack. Those were my two.
Right. Yeah, Bojack, I haven't seen much of him lately, so yeah.
He's in Brisbane holding a championship right now.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So he's pretty been good. I did an interview with him. He was all good.
No, he's a nice bloke, yeah.
Thank you for doing the interview. Enjoy your night.
No worries, thanks, Joseph.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Thank you for doing this interview. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Joseph. Oh, you
Great start.
First couple of seconds, you've already bugged the mic.
Good for bloopers.
So I'm going to feature on your blooper reel now. That's good.
You joined Josh.
Yes.